All right, hey, let's say hi to Sam and Erock.
Oh, great.
They decided to take 3 days off to go watch WrestleMania. Sam, Erock.
One place I wasn't, and that was Florida.
Right.
With these two.
Sam.
Hi.
Erock.
Hey, good morning.
So you guys got to go down to WrestleMania. You got to take about 2 or 3 days off from the radio show. So what do you got?
Well, we got to talk to Mick Foley and Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was we got to see WrestleMania and experience the whole weekend with all the festivities going on. Erock was introduced to a new drink at the pre-party. It's a martini glass filled with mashed potatoes and steak.
What? Oh, God. So he was eating healthy.
Yeah, I think instead of getting drunk, he just shot down a couple of those. What else did we do?
Well, hold on. I want to go. Sam, I was gone. So you guys flew out. You missed Friday. You flew out 9:30 flight, right?
Yeah.
What time did you land in Orlando?
It was probably like 12:30.
Okay, so noonish. What do you do right from there?
Well, from there we went to the hotel and waited until our 7 o'clock dinner.
How about we back up? Who decided that you guys needed to take off Friday's show for WrestleMania, which was last night, Sunday night?
That was K-Rock. I think K-Rock.
Who at K-Rock do I get to walk down the hall and berate for the next hour when they get into work?
That I don't know. They sent.
No, I need a name. I need a name of someone who decided to take Erock and Sam away from the Opie and Anthony show for 2 days for WrestleMania that was last night.
The people in sales sent us our itinerary.
Who? Who gets to see my face at 9 o'clock this morning?
Oh, Jesus.
Some lucky devil.
Who?
I don't know which sales.
Because like Jimmy just said, you got into Florida at noon and you had 7 hours to kill.
All right, well,
So that means you could have left Friday after the radio show.
Which is what we had planned to do.
So what was...
All right, so who decided to change your flight? I need a name.
All right. Originally, what we were told, we were leaving Saturday morning, and then right before the vacation, we were told, "Oh, you're going to leave on Friday," not knowing that it was Friday morning. But we were going to leave on Friday because the WWE invited us to some private dinner that they were having here in Orlando
At 7 o'clock at night.
at 7 o'clock. And well, we didn't know it at night at the time. We just heard, the dinner. We come back from vacation, and we're told that, "Oh, you're leaving at 9:30 on Friday morning."
Yeah, let me fill everyone in. So we take about a week and a half off from the radio show. These guys
Right.
come back for 2 days, and then they've taken 2 days off for WrestleMania. And then K-Rock here in New York wonders why I don't want to acknowledge GMs or PDs. Because they're dopes.
So wait, what?
Bunch of dopes.
What happened at the dinner? Like, what did you do at the dinner? You were invited there, and what happened? Like, what did you do? You guys got a lot of audio and stuff, right?
Well, not at that dinner. But it was a private award ceremony for the WWE, receiving some kind of award for a youth athletic league down here in Florida.
Hold on.
So why did you have to be there?
Yeah.
We didn't know about the dinner until after the vacation. They invited us, and all the plans were changed.
We were there because the WWE wanted to meet all the media that was involved with going to WrestleMania.
They already know you. We work hand in hand with the WWE.
Well, they wanted to shake our hand in person.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
Wow, this pair.
So be honest, was it worth taking 2 days off from work?
I think it could have been scheduled to a point where we could have been on the show on Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
What'd you do Saturday? You had the big dinner, obviously, which we'll get a lot of stuff out of, I'm sure, as the time goes on. But what'd you do Saturday?
Well, Saturday was kind of full. We went to a red carpet thing for the Make-A-Wish kids and got to interview Jericho and Mick Foley, and we did get audio for that. And then after that, we went to the business pre-party before. What was it on Saturday, Erock?
We had the Hall of Fame on Saturday night.
Right, the Hall of Fame.
Just going to parties and jet set, like a couple of fruits.
Yeah.
Like an alternative couple. They're just traveling to Florida and going to parties and events. A couple of sissies.
Unbelievable. God, is this place a mess? They can't even figure out a wrestling trip.
How much
They
radio?
can't even do that right.
How much good radio do you think you got out of these days that you've been gone?
Including this?
Yeah.
Including this call?
Yeah. I would say a solid 10 to 15 minutes. Easy.
What was the highlight of WrestleMania last night?
Probably Mayweather hitting the Big Show in the face with brass knuckles.
Did he hit him with brass knuckles?
Yeah, the Big Show dominated him the entire match, and then...
How did he dominate him? Was he throwing him around the ring? Was he punching him?
Yeah, he actually was. He was picking him up, choking him, and throwing him around the ring and stuff. And then at the end of the match, Mayweather's people kept coming in the ring, and the Big Show just kept throwing him down on the ground.
Right.
And then at the end, Floyd Mayweather hit the Big Show with a chair, and then he was on his knee, and then Mayweather went to one of his knocked-out security guards and took brass knuckles off his security guard's necklace and hit the Big Show in the face, and it was actually a solid contact punch.
Well, wouldn't the Big Show have to kind of get on his knees to allow that to happen?
Well, he was hit with a chair in the head.
So that drove him down to his knees, and yeah.
How convenient. And then you get the brass knuckles across the face.
And wouldn't you think that somebody would notice that a security guy had brass knuckles on?
I would think that there should have been better security.
Yeah, of course.
They were also hidden under his boxing gloves.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense.
I'm starting to think 2 days off from work made this phone call worth it. Yuck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yuck.
Well, that's the WrestleMania report from here in Orlando.
Oh, God. Oh.
But the dinner Friday, man, that sounds like really exciting.
Yeah, they gave an award to some waterhead. Great.
Well,
you were there to see a waterhead receive an award. That's worth missing work for.
There's a championship belt he wore as a watch.
Look, Ed and I are big fans of, making excuses and taking days off. Trust me, boys. And I don't have a problem with Erock or Sam. I have a problem with the management of this station. They're just dummies. They're just stupid. As dumb as they come.
well,
we're shorthanded today. We're all running around like crazy. We're like, well, it's got to be worth it because, this is WrestleMania. The boys had to be there.
Did they?
On Friday.
Friday. WrestleMania was last night.
Right.
And you went to these events, these galas, these get-togethers.
Yes.
And what did that do for the show? Because, this whole trip was to contribute things to the show. So what did that do? You sitting there watching Erock eat some kind of concoction of potatoes and steak.
Yeah, they were steak and potato martinis.
Yeah. I'm imagining that the company decided to take you guys off our show when we desperately needed you guys to save maybe $50, $100. So they got the earlier flight. That's what I'm thinking. Because Anthony contributed more to the show by jet setting on Friday and coming back Sunday.
Yeah, see, I could leave and come back.
Without missing a show!
Never miss a show.
I wasn't able to compare the plane rates as per what time they took off.
Do you understand? I flew to Seattle. Oh, yeah, I missed a day.
One day.
But you missed one day.
Yeah.
Jimmy missed one day. Let me explain how dumb this radio station is in New York. Anthony, on a whim, decided to leave Friday. He flew, obviously, pretty far from New York and came back Sunday in time for the radio show today.
Yeah.
Didn't miss one show.
Right.
Jimmy did miss one Opie and Anthony show. But what he did was he performed in Seattle and Portland.
How do you do that?
He missed one day, and he was in two cities all the way over there.
And did morning radio in Seattle for 3 hours.
Right. And
So he did a show, yeah.
And this dumb radio station takes two of our guys off our hands for 2 days for WrestleMania, which was in Florida, Orlando, Florida. That's a pretty big hub. You could get a lot of flights to Florida. Holy ass.
Good one.
Blah, 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 we want to meet with you. No meetings. I'm smarter than you. I don't meet with people that I'm smarter than. Simple as that. If you want to put someone in front of my face that is smarter than me, I will meet with them. Thank you. All right, Sam, Erock, terrific phone call. Thank you. It's just unbelievable stuff.
Well, thank you.
And you know what? I swear I have no problem with either one of you guys, because Ant and I would do the same thing. Oh, we come up with the craziest excuses to get an extra day off here and there, but
Thank you.
holy crap! All right, guys, have a safe flight.
Thank you very much.
I hope you have to land on one wheel just to make it interesting on the way back.
Oh, I don't.
All right, bye, Sam,
Bye.
Erock from WrestleMania. They missed 2 days of work for that unbelievable phone call. Wow.
Well, because that was the culmination, right there, what you heard.
Right.
The culmination of them being gone for 4 days.
Yeah. And I'm dead serious. No more meetings unless you can prove you're smarter than me. I'm talking SAT scores, my friend. SAT scores. Work with a bunch of dummies, we do. Opie and Anthony. Hey, Anthony had a wild weekend, so Tim came up with this.
Oh, really?
Where did Anthony go this weekend?
Oh, no.
Where could he have gone? He could have gone to Columbine.
Maybe he flew to Auschwitz.
He could have gone any place in the world. Jet setter Anthony. Where did Anthony go this weekend? He's never been there before.
Maybe he flew to San Francisco.
Where did Anthony go this weekend?
Where could he have been?
That voice he puts on is nauseating.
By the look on Jimmy's face, he hates it. I love it. I can't get enough.
I love hating it.
Yeah.
He says it, he comes out with that voice, and I cringe.
But I just picture a bunch of cartoon characters sitting around wondering where you went.
Where did he go? Oh.
You don't like that, Jimmy?
No.
I love it.
I don't.
I can't get enough of that dumb thing. And then he also came up with this.
Attention, attention, attention. As of March 31st in the year of our Lord 2008, Greg Hughes, the actor known as Opie from the Opie and Anthony Show, will no longer be speaking to people not as smart as he. In order to gain an audience with Mr. Hughes, you must submit the following: a recent IQ test, SAT scores, a resume, and references from 3 different congressmen. Thank you. That is all.
That's true. No more meetings unless you can prove you're smarter than me. That's my new thing, and I'm not even kidding. Because we work with a bunch of dummies still. 2 years later, we still work with dummies.
Can I jot down a responses that are flying through my head to that concept?
Yeah, right? Perhaps some Down syndrome children.
Response 1, say hello to Corky for me.
If you would like to walk down the hall and make your own promo, I would love to hear it, Jimmy. I'm sure you have a response to that. Yes. Well, that is in reference because a lot of people just waking up. The station here in New York decided it was okay to take Erock and Sam away from us for two shows, just so they could go down to Florida and watch WrestleMania. And then we had the big phone call earlier today, and wow, we just got radio gold from these guys.
Yeah.
It was so worth them taking 2 days of work off. So worth it. Thank you. Yuck. Where's Sam for his exclusive WrestleMania thing?
I know.
Well, let's set it up with the
here.
story, Anthony. This is what happened at WrestleMania on Sunday.
Who knew?
Yeah, we didn't know, and we talked to the guys yesterday.
They were hiding it from us, I guess.
Yeah, this is the story.
In Orlando, this amateur video shows a crowd in chaos after being hit by fireworks at the WrestleMania Citrus Bowl. More than 40 people suffered burns and were treated at a nearby hospital. Investigators say a cable holding the fireworks collapsed at the end of the show. The fire was not shown during the pay-per-view broadcast of that event. The WWE issued a public apology to those who were injured.
Chaos, fireworks hitting people, 40 injured. The best part of that story is the amateur video.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to picture what the amateur video looks like, take whatever video device you have.
Try to get as old a one as possible.
Right.
Maybe one with a big VHS tape that slides in there.
tie a big rope around this. Put the rope around your neck.
Yeah.
And without using your hands, just run around frantically.
Yeah.
That's what the video looked like.
I think that might be too clear. I think,
Really?
Yeah, I think what you need to do is actually strap it to a chimp's head and then just throw bananas and rocks at him. And as he goes crazy, that's the video that you'll see. It looks just like the amateur video taken of WrestleMania, the fireworks display. This could be the worst cameraman ever.
Sure. Well, we're very lucky, Anthony. We have Sam and Erock in studio right now. Now, they took 2 days off from the Opie and Anthony show to go down to WrestleMania. And this is the reason they went, just in case something like this happened.
And silly us, I feel like a fool now because we were mocking them. We were really, and getting angry at the company for sending them for 2 days. And now I feel like an idiot because we have an exclusive. We have guys that were on scene for a story that is hitting the news today and is huge.
Thank
People
God.
injured in a fireworks display at WrestleMania.
And I don't have the exclusive eyewitness interviews yet because I'm sure they're still cutting it up in the office, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And you're saying basically, like, why would they mention it yesterday before everyone else had it, as opposed to today when it's everywhere?
Well, Jimmy,
Right.
they're smart
Excellent
radio
point.
guys in the end because, like, we woke them up at 6 a.m. yesterday, and they know not a lot of people are listening to a morning show at 6.
No.
They'd rather save it for around 7:45, which is basically prime time listening.
Yep.
Right.
Without further ado, we got Erock and Sam. So, chaos, fireworks hitting spectators, 40 injured with burns.
A collapsed fireworks display.
Yeah.
A cable broke. I mean, it sounds well, what it is, chaotic.
Right.
Just
Sam?
people running for their lives.
We hand it over to you. What do you got?
The news might have slightly sensationalized the event, believe it or not, because
Not.
well, there was no chaos per se, except maybe amongst those 40. And when you have a group of 40 in a mass of 74,000, you can't tell. We left. It was while the show was ending.
Okay, here's the report now.
Yeah.
It's starting. So the show's ending.
Right.
Remember, they took
All right.
2 days off from the Opie and Anthony show.
Right.
This is what we get.
So the show is ending.
The show is ending.
You felt safe.
I felt very safe.
You felt safe, which, that was probably shattered by the time this cable snapped and fireworks are flying all over the place. But at that point, you felt safe.
Well, The Undertaker just won the world title, so yeah, I felt safe.
Oh, okay.
So the fireworks are coming down from the top of the Citrus Bowl.
Yep.
And they're zooming down the whole arena, and everybody's
Oh,
like, wow,
here it comes.
look at these fireworks.
Oh, boy.
And then all of a sudden, the people in the row behind me are looking up, way up, directly behind us at the top section of the arena, where one of the fireworks had, instead of going straight down through the arena, went into the crowd.
Oh, my God.
It was unbelievable. And all we saw was people rushing to the scene with fire extinguishers.
Uh-huh.
And they got everything out. There was no big flames or anything, thank God.
No.
Because they had the situation under control. And even with all this chaos ensuing in that section, they were able to...
When did you think you were going to die?
Well, at first I said, this could be serious. There's still fireworks going off.
Right.
What if they hit our section here on the floor? Plus, we were sitting with all the Make-A-Wish kids. So that would have been a huge tragedy.
Would it really, if you think about it?
Well,
Because it's like, it kind of takes that waiting thing out of it.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
All right. Thank you, Barack.
Wow.
And then, there's all these people, everybody's looking up saying, well, where's the next firework going to hit?
Yeah.
Or is it a terrorist attack? We don't know because
Wow.
what if it's bombs, we don't know.
Who knows?
And finally, we're able to exit after the firework display has concluded, confident in the fact that there won't be any more fireworks exploding on us. And we were able to exit with the other 74,000 people.
So could you show us the burns that I'm sure you've suffered, perhaps underneath your, because I don't see any facial, thank God, or on your hands or anywhere exposed, but I'm sure your burns are probably very painful. And if you want to, I'm not doing this out of, I don't want to degrade you in any way, but I would like to see how badly you were injured.
Well, believe it or not, as I
Not.
well, okay, it was about 40 people were injured. I was one of the lucky 74,000 that was not affected.
He obviously wasn't close to the mishap because his hair would have went up. Look at this huge afro of his. That would have been the first thing to
Like
go.
a flash bulb.
Yeah.
You would have seen birds flying out of it and deer running.
Erock, you got anything to add to the story, considering you wasted 2 days? And blew off the show for 2 days?
Erock took a stick with marshmallows on it and just put it over the fire.
Held them over a burning person.
Unfortunately, Erock found out about the firework mishap on Monday morning while we were driving back to home from the airport in New York. When I told him, yes, there was a big fireworks thing that happened there. Oh, really? I saw people looking and didn't know what was going on.
Ah,
really?
Thought it was part of the big finale. Because they were shooting
people being burned.
Wait, people on fire running for the exits was part of the
big finale
of WrestleMania. I know Vince is crazy, but
yeah. I want people machine gunned down as they leave. That's right. You know, this is going to be the biggest WrestleMania yet. Not only are we going to have The Undertaker win, but right afterwards, I want bombs going off of the place. That's right. I want people's limbs flying all over. And then as the rest of the people, the survivors, leave in a panic, I want all our superstars armed with machine guns to mow down the crowd. That'll get people talking. And then whoever's left, I want them trampling each other like a Who concert. That's right. Trample over each other. Yeah. People remember that WrestleMania. No chance in hell of anyone getting out alive. I want chains put on the doors. I want all the doors locked. And then I want Zyklon B pumped in. Gas everybody. That's right, I'm a Nazi. Vince McMahon's turned heel. Major heel. Huge heel. I'm the new Hitler. We're going to open up sprinkler heads on the roof of the, where was it?
Citrus Bowl.
It's a Citrus Bowl, sorry.
Where was it? It's your WrestleMania.
I don't remember, because I'm thinking about pumping kerosene into the place and then lighting it on fire. So everyone's on fire. And I could yell over the PA. The last thing that I hear is, ironically, me saying, "You're fired. You're on fire." That's right, burn, people. How many fat rubes do you think will show up for next year's if I kill everyone this year? I'll tell you how many. 100,000. You're on fire. You're on fire. There was a fireworks mishap, and now look at you. You're on fire. That's right. No butt buffing for you. The skin will peel right off. That's right. Look at you. No lips in that surprised expression because your face was on fire.
David from Ohio writes on the instant feedback, what were you thinking sending the Angel of Death to WrestleMania? Here's a guy that lingers longer.
That's true.
Thank God no one died. Erock failed. Yeah, Erock has seen a few people die in recent months.
He is like death.
Yeah.
He walks around. He just needs that cloak and the sickle.
Erock, please say something that makes it worthwhile that you missed 2 days of work.
Well, when the explosion was going off, they were shooting from all sides of the stadium.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was part of the show. I turned around where everyone was pointing, and I got a photo just after they started putting the flames out.
Oh, okay.
That was worth missing 2 days of work, a flight to Florida, hotel rooms for the boys,
To be fair,
VIP parties. This is what we get.
Erock was still a little tipsy after those steak and mashed potato martinis that he was having.
Steak and mashed potato martinis.
What the hell
Is this even real?
It's a martini glass. And
With
it's
garlic butter saw?
It's full of mashed potatoes and bits of steak.
Look, there it is. You ate one.
Holy Jesus.
Well, he ate more than one.
I saw him taking at least 2 or 3 from the bar.
And he didn't eat it, he drank it.
Yeah. Watch out, guys. After we fire Erock, he's going to have an outrageous article in Weight Watchers magazine about us and how we treated him on this show.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Sam, how come you guys didn't mention this yesterday on the phone?
Yeah. You forgot to mention this.
Oh, he did.
We did.
You did?
No, he mentioned the steak and potato martini.
No, I'm talking about the fireworks.
Oh, I thought, well, this is much more tragic.
Fire. What is it? Fire
Where's
everywhere.
the fire? Yeah. Where's the fire?
Where's the fire?
Look at that. Looks like entrails.
Oh, that is really disgusting.
And
You ate that?
What kind of non-friends are you two that you don't discuss the explosion until you've taken your flight already? What did you guys talk about after WrestleMania? Would you stare straight ahead
Jimmy,
like two rape victims?
They didn't know it was a big deal until they saw the news report.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to cover their ass.
No, what
especially
happened-
this one with the afro to my right.
What happened was, I think, obviously, Erock, again, was steak drunk. And so he didn't even realize it had happened.
Steak and potato martini. Ugh.
And I was
You
still...
disgust me.
Look, is this Erock's plate, by the way? Please tell me. Look at the chewed
What is
meat on the
that?
napkin to the left.
Oh! What was that, some gristle?
No, something low-fat. Spit it out.
You see how quickly Erock said that's not me, which makes you look even worse, you dummy. That means you eat the gristle, the fat, everything.
Oh.
You eat the whole cow, do you?
How was it, though, the steak and...
It was delicious.
Just meat and potatoes in a glass, in a martini glass.
They had
Can
a
you
whole
put-
bar laid out for her, and you had your pick of what you wanted mixed into the martini. It was great.
Were all the relatives there? I mean, all the wrestlers there?
A handful of them were.
Yeah.
They were all getting
has-beens.
ready for the event.
Yeah, the has-beens were there.
Oh, Erock, in an effort to get his photo signed by John Cena, who was there. John Cena just stops in for a minute he can't sit there and take pictures with everybody because it's chaotic. So he's trying to leave, and a few people are asking for autographs. So Erock, first of all, brought a whole envelope full of at least 25 pictures that he's gotten taken with wrestlers printed, and he brought it everywhere we went. At this party we went to, John Cena's trying to leave, and this little kid is trying to get an autograph, who's with his mother. So Erock grabs the kid and tells the mother, "Don't worry, I'll help him get a signature." He picks the kid up in his arms and goes, "Hey, John, could you sign for him?" And so John turns around to sign for the little kid, and Erock just puts his picture with John Cena out, too. So Erock can get his John Cena autograph.
You know what? Hats off.
Jimmy
Good
likes
job.
that. Jimmy likes that.
You used
boy.
a kid.
Jimmy appreciates it. Just
And then
get the
just
job done, right,
Toss
Jimmy?
the young tot aside
Please tell me he was a Make-A-Wish kid and you dropped him right after you got your picture signed.
on his head plate.
I respect that.
All right, there you go.
So you were sitting with a bunch of Make-A-Wish kids?
It was like Make-A-Wish kids and radio people. We're all in the same section.
Yeah, that figures.
That's what Vince thinks of radio guys.
They were great seats, I will say that.
Sit them with the waterheads.
I want them sitting with the soon-to-be dead.
Vince is the best, man. All right, well, there you go. Our exclusive coverage of WrestleMania.
Of the tragic events that
Just
followed
unbelievable.
the end of WrestleMania. Wow.
Just amazing. I'm so glad our guys were there.
I would have
to
mentioned
witness
it
this. What?
yesterday on the phone.
Yeah.
But I think in hindsight, I was still shaken from the whole.
Let me spell this out. The Hindenburg.
Yeah.
9/11.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 24.
Yeah.
Ranks right up there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's Hiroshima.
Hiroshima.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
But you think you might have still been a little shaken up the next morning, and that's probably why it didn't.
I didn't even. I'm still shaken up today. I'm surprised we can have
Yeah.
this conversation about
yeah.
it. But yesterday,
Bet you are.
Yeah.
I was trying to avoid it and get back to real life and realize that
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Might have blocked it out. Like
Yeah.
kind of some kind of weird survivor's guilt thing.
And who are you guys throwing under the bus? Who insisted that you guys take 2 days off from the radio show?
I don't know, but I told
For that
Steve way in advance.
crap.
I feel like Steve could have
Yeah.
mentioned it to a salesperson.
When did you tell
yeah.
Steve?
Probably at least a week before we left.
And what did he say?
He said okay, and then he sent an email out. What day?
Oh, here comes Steve. Steve?
Oh, boy.
Sam said he was taking 1 day off, and that's when I said okay. The 2 day off thing was during vacation.
Sam, comment?
Yeah, and vacation was like pretty much a week before we left for WrestleMania.
Hey, Steve,
so that
what-
would be a week.
What magazine are you going to do your exclusive interview when you're finally let go from this radio show?
Man ass.
Yes. Assless Chaps Weekly.
I don't know why I bother even coming up to a microphone.
Black Inches.
Yes. I can't say the title on air.
Wait, Steve. So you did you read that a week before?
No, it wasn't a week before. I wasn't checking my email every day, first of all, and I just saw it in passing maybe like a couple of days before they left.
Well, why wouldn't you check your email every day?
Because I'm on vacation.
You don't.
We're never really
I
on
understand,
vacation.
but it's sort of.
I checked my email every single day.
You did too. You're a
when I was hanging out in the Caribbean.
I checked.
Perfect weather.
I didn't check my XM one, and I didn't. So every attempt to heave me under the bus on this one.
I'm not talking to you.
No, not you.
Me?
Oh no,
Sam?
Oh.
No. If I
Right, Steve
Sam-
Delgado.
What?
We didn't mean to not have you back.
What?
Sorry, I'm just wrecking the show. Go.
Yeah. No, I know. And in an attempt.
No one had my back for waxing.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
They had my back, but they wouldn't put their chin in it like I like.
Exactly. Why do I even bother?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you know all chaps are assless?
I do.
That's what makes them chaps.
What?
Why do you say assless chaps and they're also crotchless? That's what makes them chaps. They'd just be pants with ruffles.
Thank you
which
for
I
pointing
also own.
The redundancy.
Thank you, Steve.
Very femme.
Before we go to break, I think this is a quickie. We did not forget. For the people that linger longer, we have this.
And now it's time for a mastic moment. As Opie and Anthony take a glorious look at this majestic Long Island community.
Too long to explain now, but we're obsessed with mastic. We did learn you could buy a house for how much again?
Oh my God!
A mere
Like
couple $1,000s or
$900?
Yeah, less than $1,000, right?
Yeah.
Man jumps from Jeep during police chase and leaves kids, adults, inside. All in the lovely town of Mastic Beach, Long Island. Authorities say they've arrested a Long Island driver who jumped from his Jeep to escape a police chase, leaving 2 children and 2 adults in the moving vehicle.
Bravo.
The Suffolk County Police Department says officers arrested the 41-year-old driver early Saturday after he led them on a high-speed chase in Mastic Beach. Police say the driver slowed down and leaped from the Jeep, which was carrying his girlfriend, a 6-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a second man. The male passenger managed to get behind the wheel and stop the vehicle before anyone was injured.
Tuck and roll.
Police say they chased the driver on foot and arrested him on charges of driving while intoxicated, resisting arrest, and endangering the welfare of a child. There you go.
All in mastic.
And that was a bird's eye view into the scenic town we hold close to our hearts. A mastic moment on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Wonderful town.
It's been way too long. We haven't had a mastic moment in quite a while there, Ant. All right, we got Mark Maron coming in next. Very funny comic. Yes, very funny guy. I love this guy, actually. He's just bitter. He's funny. He's caustic. He's self-destructive.
He's bespectacled.
He's
bespectacled.
Yeah, he's got a little of that going on as well.
I just heard a replay with him when we were off.
Funny stuff, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, last time he was in, it was great.
All right, we'll have him join the program next. Opie and Anthony. Hey, thanks for checking us out today. We appreciate it. I want to say good morning to Buffalo. We've kind of left Buffalo alone. I don't know why. We love Buffalo. We might have some good news for Buffalo in the next month or so.
I like Buffalo.
Flipping formats?
We'll be leaving your airwaves. That's the good news we have for Buffalo. Now, I think we might bring the comedy tour up there this year. I'm hearing things. We're going to do a few dates this summer, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to get crazy with it like we did last summer, but we're going to do 2 or 3, I think. And we're thinking Buffalo. Mark Maron getting ready to sit down and join the program here. But Jimmy had something about Erock. Going back to the last break.
Just the last story he told me about WrestleMania at the end, where him and Sam were at the dinner getting photographs or something with some of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was a dinner where they weren't really doing any interviews, and we were waiting online to get a photo with one of the divas, and Sam was next to go up, and as he was going up, some other guy just cut in front of him with a little recorder and started doing an interview with this lady. So Sam and I were kind of disgusted by it. Finally, we get to her, we get our photos. They had professional photographers taking everything. At the end of the night, they have your photos laid out on all these tables with so you can pick up your photos with the celebrities. So we found the photos of that guy with the wrestlers, and we took them all and threw them out.
But I also, not only with the wrestlers, Erock had in his hotel room a picture of this guy and this guy's wife from the show. Just took all the pictures.
Wow.
Good for you.
What a douche.
Yeah, don't be confused. Erock could be a dick just like anyone else on this radio show. Good for you. Good for you is right. Props to you and Sam.